Good evening. Tonight I would like to discuss the 1995 movie Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide properly acknowledges different forms of leadership and followers. It also explores good and bad decision making and how they impact your subordinates and those around you. Captain Frank Ramsey primarily displays an authoritarian leadership style. His decisions were quick and based mostly on traditional military experience. He expected immediate obedience from subordinates, regardless of their position or experience. He did not tolerate anyone questioning his orders or how he ran his submarine. He believes a good leader is decisive, and when an order is given, it should be followed without hesitation, especially since they were at war. Lieutenant Frank Commander is a transformational leader who also includes his subordinates in decision making. He encourages his subordinates to be leaders and make decisions based on their knowledge and skills. He also wanted them to understand and weigh the consequences of making a decision without knowing whether it was right or wrong. Hunter's primary focus was on making a decision that was informed, ethical, and thoroughly evaluated before it was executed. Because he refused to launch the missiles without proper confirmation, it showed he was more concerned with morality of others and understood the consequences of his actions. He valued critical thinking and trusting others around him to do their job and make sound decisions rather than commanding obedience and leaving others blind to what could have happened. I would like to emulate Hunter's transformational leadership style. Not only do I believe he was transformational, he was also participative and he was also a good steward. He made the decisions that showed that he trusted and encouraged his subordinates to think critically and for themselves. He also made decisions that would help others and not just himself. Crimson Tide took place in a high-risk environment, and the cost of making a decision that was quick and unjustified would have endangered millions of lives. Hunter considered those lives, not just those on the submarine, but those lives in each country before he made his decision. When you take it out of this context, I compare it to making a bad decision in a business or company setting. Deciding to do something because you can or because you haven't properly weighed all the options can place the company, yourself, the workers in a liable situation. It also slows down productivity, which can affect the customers and the company's revenue. You also have to trust those around you. To be responsible, you have to trust in their skills and knowledge and avoid thinking that because you are in a higher position, your knowledge is more crucial to the task at hand. I am a firm believer that it takes a team to complete a task. I will be sure to avoid Ramsey's authoritarian style. Although I do believe in the chain command, I also know that we live and work in an ever-changing environment. When decision making reaches the point of indecision, yes, it is necessary to make the final decision. But that decision should not be made without examining the outcome, who will be affected, and if it is even necessary or possible to make that decision without properly communicating with higher ups. Being an authoritative leader can slow down morale, discourage subordinates. They will be afraid to make decisions. Their innovative mind frames won't shine through. They will always look to the leader for what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. When the chief of the boat was ordered by Hunter to relieve Ramsey's command, he displayed a pragmatist follower. He was cautious and loyal, not only to the chain of command, but also to protocol. He avoided making a decision based on his personal beliefs. His actions took place after he had heard both sides and understood the rationale behind each leader. His decision was appropriate to me. As a leader, you should never make a decision based on your personal beliefs or based on which side you like more. The entire situation was tense and reflected the difficulties in having a hierarchy, especially when morale or ethical conflicts arise. It also reflects how you can still make a sound decision even when pressured by others to make a different decision. Another scene that displayed a high sense of leadership was when Ramsey struck Hunter in the face because he would not give him the key. Ramsey, although angered, remained calm and firm in his decision to not give up the key. He could have struck Ramsey back, which may have started a physical altercation between everyone on board. But understanding the consequences and seeing the bigger picture, he was able to get his point across and buy more time without risking further division or any more mutiny going on. When I think about a leader, I really believe that it is their job to build up other leaders. Throughout the movie, Hunter not only was transformational, he also went to the others and encouraged them more to do their job. Whereas Ramsey did not want anyone else to do the job. He just wanted to be the one to make decisions. Because Hunter went to others and encouraged them to do their job and encouraged them to think on their own, he trusted in their skills, he trusted in their knowledge, he trusted in their abilities, which allowed them to come to a more sensible decision, which actually went along with what their orders were. These are the things that leaders have to remember. It takes a team to do the job. Everyone is important. We cannot just believe that because we are in a leadership position, our decision making has to be the final decision.